Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Sitting Ringside. Yes, sir, indeed. It's another Thursday night. We are 190 episodes deep while Rudy is chugging on his coffee over here. Fellas, 190 episodes in. What a fucking ride. We are 10 episodes away from the big 200. I am trying to line up a huge guest for episode 200.
Oh, I thought you said you were trying to light up.
No.
Hey, it should be around like Christmas time or mid-December, so it might be like birthday / Christmas celebration episode 200. So
hell yeah,
kind of lining
man.
up that way.
Yep. We got to do it before the new year. We have to do it. Got to make it to 200 before the new year. So that's our goal. Well, guys, like I always, every Thursday night, I am Robert Villa, and with me, I have David Rodriguez, Mark Abu Miller, and Rudy Lara. How's it going, fellas?
Good.
Good.
We back.
Long ass week, but we are here Thursday night. Let's go ahead and do the quick shout outs to first HKA USA. Go to hkausa.com, buy their merch. They support us. They support a lot of fighters. Go check them out. Also to our streaming partners, Flow Combat, Fight TV, ESPN Plus, The Zone, and MMA TV. Also to our partners promotions. I don't know how to say that, man. To the promotions that we partner with. There you go. Quick shout out to Brave Combat, Combate Global, TFL. Man, TFL is showing a lot of love to Fight Book MMA. We got approved to the next championship event for credentials. Our boy Anik is going to be out there covering this event. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. PFL, thank you so much. So yeah, check them out. Also to Fight World MMA and our friends over at XFN and CES MMA and everyone in between. All right, guys. Also, shout out to foxhoundfuel.com. Use your phone, scan our QR code so you can get a good discount. Use our discount code FBMMA so you can get 20% off all your purchases. Also, to our friend, our boy, John Tyler. Go to johntylers.com website. Also, for 20%, scan the QR code. You get some nice underwear from him. Very, very comfortable underwear. I wear them every single day. Use our discount code for 20% off your entire purchase. Fightbook in all caps. Let's see. All right. I think that's it for the shout outs there for our friends out there. Let's
check out our merch shop, folks. Check out our merch shop.
Our merch, please go. If you don't see anything that's on the merch website, send me a DM and I will let you know what else we got in the store. So please, anything that gets purchased on there, it automatically goes back to the podcast. We don't see a dime off of these purchases or discount codes. It just goes straight to the streaming platform, so we can keep it going. So yeah, go check it out. All right, guys, we have a good lineup this weekend for the events that are coming up. Not as much as last weekend, because last weekend was fire, man. It was a shit ton. It was a shit ton. This week we have starting off tomorrow, LFA 168 McKee versus McPadden. Live at Fightbook MMA, we have Fusion Fight League. Also on the 23rd, Bellator 299. And of course, UFC Fight Night 228. And the next four are going to be streaming live at the Fightbook MMA website. Maximum Damage, Top Level Pro, our friends over there, Bill Vigil. He was on our podcast. Such a freaking nice guy. Go check him out. Their event is going to be, and it is a grappling event. So go to fightbookmma.com, go under Fight TV. These are all streaming on Fight TV, but you can watch it directly at the website. Also, they're making a comeback.
Stop, bro, stop. You're going so fast. What's up, Joey John?
Yeah. Joey's on there. Nice. Guys, I was...
You too. What's up, dude?
What's up, Jared?
What's happening?
Also, these guys are coming back. It's been a while since we've heard anything about them, but they will be streaming live at Fightbook MMA. Lion Fight 75. They've been gone for probably 40 years, maybe. If not
40 years.
That long, has it?
40 years. Oh,
that's been that long.
Oh,
yeah,
I think
no,
so.
I feel like it.
It's been a while. I know we
It's been
covered
that long.
one of the events back in Albuquerque, and it's probably been around that time, around like 2019, 2020, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's 4 years. Yeah. When I saw the announcement, I was like, wait, what? So if you guys want to know what's up with Lion Fight, go to the website and you can do the search and they'll be there. Also on Sunday, the 24th, streaming live at Fightbook MMA, Ryzen 44. Yeah, it's pretty cool. In the boxing bare knuckle slap fighting category, there's going to be 2 events live on ESPN Plus in London. It is a title fight. Zalay Zhang versus Joey Joyce. They're going to be fighting for Zhang's WBO heavyweight interim title. Also live on the Zone on Orlando, Florida. The main event, it's weird because the main event is Richardson Hitchens versus Jose Cepeda, but the co-main event is a title fight. Jessica McCaskill versus Sandy Ryan. They're fighting for McCaskill's WBA and WBC.
What was that last name?
McCaskill.
Okay.
McCaskill.
At first you said McCaskill. That's pretty funny.
They're fighting for her WBA and WBC women's welterweight titles and the vacant WBO women's welterweight title. That's all the events that are happening this weekend.
That wasn't even like a quarter of what was on last week.
Oh, dude, last week. Whew. Yeah. But, David, what do we say about these events, man?
Yeah, no, most definitely. If you're not watching every single second of every single round of every fight, of every event that Rob just mentioned, and going to fightbookmma.com for all the results, not a real fight fan.
Not a real fight fan.
And you got to do the Fuck It Friday challenge, folks. If you're not doing that, I don't know what to tell you, man.
You suck.
You're not one of us.
And honestly, we don't have as many events like you said from last week, but we do have Ryzen, like you mentioned. So you got to make the ultimate commitment all the way into Monday. Stay up all night, watch every single fight on Ryzen. So better be ready.
I'm at a live event tomorrow, so
get your sandwich meat ready. There's going to be a lot of sandwich of the night fights on Saturday. So be prepared.
Yeah. There's a shit ton, man.
I just want to get through Friday night, and then I'll be good.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on Friday night, Mark?
Niagara Top Team is hosting an event called Knock More Niagara 2, and they are 90% sold out, and I believe they've added 2 more VIP tables as well. So,
And are you going to be attending that event?
yes, I am. I will
Awesome.
be
Represent
there.
Oh.
You never know who
Fight
you're going
Book
to see down there. You
MMA.
can see someone from Bellator, someone from UFC. You never know who you're going to see, so come on down and have some fun, people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Let's have a party, bro. Let's have a party with Mark.
Oh man, I was getting into that, dude. I was ready to start jamming there.
You're so dumb.
Noche UFC
Man.
was on last weekend. Let's go ahead and grade that event. What do you guys give it, man?
5.5. The judging ruined it for me.
Man, I think I had a perfect card.
Fuck off.
I think had it not been for the two judging miscues, I probably would have had a perfect card. I know Rudy, you did pretty well too, right? I mean, but
Yeah.
oh man, like I know they rebooked the that fight too, the Chides fight in Lacerda. They announced that they rebooked it for October 6th, so we'll see them run it back. But that was a stinker. That the judge there, like Jesus, man, like, and then the main event, of course, which will start right there. I mean, Mike Bell, that 10-8 round, Rudy. Where's the Bishop Bullwinkle for that 10-8 round in the 5th?
Hell no. To the no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
It made me sad.
No.
It made me real sad, bro.
I think that 10-8 should have been on the round where she got dropped. That should have been the 10-8 round, if anything.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me is that people don't seem to accept my reasoning behind saying, Grasso's the champ. People don't want to hear that.
I know they don't.
And it's the facts. I'm like, it doesn't matter how much you try to complain and try to state your case. It's not going to change the result. She's still the champ. I don't care if you consider it a win or not. And, I honestly, that fight it wasn't that great, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those fights like this particular matchup. Like you match these ladies up 10 times, one of them's going to win, 6 out of 4, even if not 5 of 5, in my opinion. But where they're at now, I mean, Dana White said he's open for the trilogy, and the way it just ended, sort of a stinker. Nobody was happy about it. Rob, I know you weren't happy about it, but hey, Alexa keeps the gold. But it was just like, just to cap off the night with that, with like people that are unfamiliar with the sport that are tuning in just for like the main card, the main event, and they hear the result, and then she still keeps the belt. But that's just the way it works. And they're in rare territory where it's only like the 5th or 6th time where a title fight has ended up being in a split draw, and she keeps the belt, Grasso, and still. So
some of the shit I didn't like, bro, was at the the post fight conference, Shevchenko claiming that the judge was biased because it was a Mexican holiday. That I didn't like, man, because the way I see it is if the judges wanted to be biased, then why didn't some of the other Mexican fighters win? It's just dumb, making excuses.
She also,
I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, neither did I. And then she also had another excuse of a hand injury. I don't know when it happened in the fight, but I don't know how the severity of it is, but may put her on the sideline. I doubt these ladies fight, until next year, if that's what they want to do is the trilogy. So UFC 300, right? Like it's probably going to happen around that time. So
probably.
I mean, this event, I'm with Mark, man. This event would have been better had some of the judging been a little better. I mean, there was a couple of fights that just kind of left me scratching my head a little.
Especially y'all picked Kevin Holland. Every last one of you. I had JDM.
I had JDM on my Tapology.
Oh, it was 2-2, right? See, so a lot of people were. Yeah, so a lot of people were thinking Kevin went out there. It seemed like he didn't want to win. It was an off night. Like it happens sometimes. Like Kevin Holland's been so active and taking on Jack Della Maddalena with a proper camp. Like Jack took a short fight last time. Didn't look so good. We talked about the Randy Brown matchup where JDM looked pretty good against like a body similar to Kevin Holland. something was definitely off from Kevin, but it was just credit to JDM for making those adjustments and being extra crispy in the boxing, getting in on him,
I don't
and
think he won that
hey,
fight.
man.
I don't think he won that fight. I mean, if you break down round by round, Jack Della, he got one more strike off of Holland, 40-41. Second round, 49. Kevin Holland, 34 total strikes, Jack Della. And round number 3, 38-30. There weren't any takedowns, no takedown attempts. So, I mean, if you're just scoring on striking alone, dude, he outstruck this dude big time in the second and third round. The first round was really close. I thought Kevin Holland won that fight. I think Kevin Holland thought he won that fight. A lot of people thought he won that fight. But hats off to Jack Della. You can't really do too much after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who do you think won though, Rob?
I think he only won because he's white, bro, and Kevin Holland's black.
Hey, I mean, it puts now. In fact, I've been talking high about JDM for since the first fight on the scene, and he's been impressive. He had that short notice bout where he didn't look so good. Some people thought he lost, but it puts him in position now where the Shavkats are out there. The Luque fight is out there. He's got big names ahead of him, and I don't know who they give him next because I mean we know the welterweight title is on the line December 16th. We'll get to that later. But who do you guys think JDM gets next? They got to give him a big time fight.
Luque. I think Luque's next.
Luque's a good fight.
I think that's a good fight for him, honestly.
I love that matchup because obviously nobody wants the Shavkat smoke. Like, I mean, nobody wants
JDM
that fight.
Ain't ready for that, bro.
And that's what they give him.
That's
probably but
that's
I would not
happen.
be surprised. Yeah, I would not be surprised if I see like a post within the next couple hours. JDM and Shavkat December 16th, right?
I'd disagree with you guys, and I'd like to see him fight Ian Machado Gary.
Ooh.
Hey, well,
he's number 11. Jack Della's number 12. He recently went up to number 12, so he's right behind Ian. I don't think anybody wants. I'm sure Ian doesn't want anyone jumping the line ahead of him. So
that's
I think that would be the proper fight to make. And whoever wins that fight, you chop your way up. Vicente Luque, Sean Brady, Jeff Neal, Stephen Thompson, Shavkat, Gilbert Burns, Khamzat Bilal, and Colby Covington. And then number 1 is Kamaru Usman. So they got a long way to go to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Fighting Kevin Holland, it's not a small task, but he did it. And he was given a lot of trouble, bro. And I think these guys like a Khamzat would destroy him. Gilbert Burns would destroy him. Let's see him get past him, Machado Gary. That would be a great test for both of these dudes.
Yeah, no, that's why I said I threw Luque out there based on rankings, but if they want to shoot him up the ladder, because Kevin Holland was previously ranked 8, so he's kind of right there with the Stephen Thompson Shavkat. But my dream fight, I guess it's like old school, new school, is indeed Stephen Thompson and Rakhmonov. I think, in fact, they will make that fight happen. Like whether we got to wait till UFC 300, that is an epic fucking fight, that welterweight, and pretty much a true a number 1 contender bout. I guess you could say that over time it will prove, in fact, that one of those guys will get a title shot, right? So, but then you got Bilal Muhammad, who's still out there. So, hey,
yeah.
Remember the name.
Remember the name.
But don't forget about Bilal, because
he's just going to get better and better with each fight.
Yeah. So the welterweight division
get better.
So you guys want to know how Bilal fights make me feel?
I'm pretty tired.
I'm tired, Grandpa.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Well, we know the welterweight division is super stacked at this point. We finally have a date for the belt being defended. So mentioning all those matchups, like going into 2024, there will be some top contenders where if they're fresh matchups, whether it's Usman fighting them, Colby getting the matchups, because man, they waited so long to get Leon and Colby booked, and it was a shit show. Now we got a date. That's great to hear. So moving down on the card, we were not at all surprised that Raul Rosas Jr. would run through Terrence Mitchell.
He came out
destroyed.
Dude, he fucking annihilated him, man.
Hey, I said it last week. Terrence Mitchell was going in there. Just he just got knocked out 2 months ago. They're like, all right, you want to run it back? We'll put you on a main card with Rosas. He got snuffed, man, and it was
50
with the hands.
cheese. 50 cheese, Dana.
50
Hey,
cheese.
hey, all those internet meanie people out there, about Rosas. Poor guy, man. Come on now, like internet bullies. Come on.
50 cheese. Hey, Dana, how about another 50 cheese? This is stupid,
That's
bro.
fucked up.
Pay
That's
the
one of my
kid though.
favorite
Pay
ones.
him.
Hell yeah, pay that kid, bro. Did you see
Yeah,
all the posters with him as a mariachi? Those are pretty cool.
Mm.
the ones that ESPN have been doing are cringe though. Like they're taking it a little too far, and they're kind of like low key making me like hate MMA in like a little way. I don't know. Like they're too. I don't know if they're pretty casual as it is. Like I know they are the streaming platform for the UFC, but have you guys ever heard like the commentary people when they talk about fights and what they say? Like it's super casual. Like I know Brett Okamoto's like their top, guy, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like those posters they're very cringe. So, but
Yeah, I got one thing to say. They're not real fight fans.
You're not a
bro.
real fight fan.
well, real fight fans watch the entire card, and if you missed it, you missed Daniel Zuhubir. How do you say his last name, Robert?
Zeluber.
Zeluber.
Yeah, okay.
Zeluber.
He showed out pretty good with the Anaconda choke. So, like I said, the main card, kicking it off with our two amigos, and in kind of a controversial whatever decision. That was super close too. We know Daniel took care of business with the sub, but Kyle Nelson and Fed Padilla, how do you guys have it scored?
It could have gone either way.
Yep.
It could have gone either way. I wouldn't have been mad I would have been happy if Fernando won, but I'm not mad that Kyle won. Because it was a very close fight.
I think it was the right call, bro.
It was the right call. Yeah, Kyle edged it out a little bit.
He looked good,
but but like I said, I'm not mad. I am not mad at all with the decision. It could have gone either way easily.
I love Fat Dude and I love Kyle, and I try to always be non-biased in my opinions. And again, if you're looking at the fight stats, the punch numbers, Kyle outstruck him 83 to 73. Round one, round one, Fed won that round by one punch, 26 to 25. Round two, it was 23 to 31 for Kyle and 24 to 27 in the third round. So it's a really close fight, man. And I don't know.
Kyle got the most damage, though.
He looked good, though, really.
Kyle got bloodied up. So, that's what I'm saying. It could have gone either way with this fight. A lot of the judges also see damage, not so much who outstruck who.
That Cup call out at the press conference, though, I love Kyle Nelson versus Cub Swanson fight.
Yeah, if they like his overtime too. If this is because Padilla, this is his second fight in the UFC fighting Kyle. He's rising up the rankings. Fed need these wars, these 3-round fights. Kyle's a dog, man. We said it that if it's gonna go to a decision, it would be a close fight. I had Fed by some type of finish in the second round, but I said shout out to the best man win. I posted something on Facebook or so. We know Kyle and Fed are both good friends of ours, and we'd love to talk to them again about their next bout, because I'm pretty sure they'll try to get them back in there early, 2024. Because it's the featherweight division and it's loaded with killers, and I'm sure Kyle draws like some killer in his next bout for sure.
Oh yeah, but
yeah, Cub Swanson, that is cool. Like that would be like a legacy, legendary bout too. But 145, you never know.
Canada, that's why he wants that fight. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind it.
Bro, what the fuck?
Thank you.
Look at
this. What does it say?
Why is it like a fucking troll?
It doesn't say anything. It just shows his face. That's what I'm saying. He looks like a troll face, dude. What the hell?
Posted that Ariel Helwani, or what the fuck was that?
It was a comment to Ariel Helwani.
Oh, okay. Well, back to moving down UFC Noche. We were not surprised that Lupita Godinez would get the job done. I
Dude,
didn't pick her
Lupe
by finish, but
Godinez was
yeah.
man. You know what? My typology for this fight was pretty much. I think I had like 2 fights that went the other way, but damn, dude, Lupe Godinez.
Bro, I want to show you guys that everyone this combination that she pulled off. It was crazy. Check it out. She's just backing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Let me show it to you.
And then
Again.
shoots some take. Oh, that
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan
1, 2,
body
3,
slam.
4,
Yeah.
5.
Damn, dude, that
Takedown. Picks her
damn,
up.
vámonos.
That was awesome.
It was awesome,
bro.
Yeah.
She did
No.
not.
She destroyed Boromir, so
Yeah, she did. And
Yeah,
I think
7 and
she's
4.
gonna be the next champ, man.
Hey,
Oh, dude.
I like to see her get in that top title talk, so for sure, because she's fought some pretty tough competition. Lise Reed, this was like a last minute replacement bout too, or so, right? I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, Lupe was supposed to fight somebody else, but Rudy, what do you got?
That's what she reminds me of, bro. Boromir.
What the fuck?
Lord of the Rings, Elise Reed. Oh god. It's
But
fucking
Godinez for sure, like
Boromir,
Rob
bro.
said,
You are so
title
dumb.
talk soon, 2024.
Yes.
I don't know who they match her up with next, but
I
that
don't care,
stalwart.
but she's gonna win.
But moving down on the card, my favorite fight of the night and my performance of the night yet again, Roman Kopylov over Josh Friend.
Oh,
Destroyed,
dude,
bro.
fucking Roman, dude. Wow.
He's like total dark horse that you don't even see coming at killer at 185. I predict a very big 2024 for the kid, and very possible he gets into a big time title eliminator fight. And yeah, man, main card material for sure. Because of course he did fight on the prelims on this card. That's how good. The kid's looking good every single time, getting better every time out there, right, Rudy?
Oh
Each
yeah,
time he gets
man.
better and better.
I mean, who do you give him next? At the bottom of the barrel, Anthony Hernandez. You got a Paul Craig's, Kelvin Gastelum, Brendan Allen. I think an interesting fight for him, just based on their body type, bro. Jack Hermanson. That would
That'd be a good one.
That would be. Yeah,
That'd be.
that's actually a good one right there, man.
I wouldn't mind that fight at all.
We know he's not going to get Derek Brunson, right? Because Derek Brunson retired. So.
Or even
Yeah.
action, bro. Chris Curtis. That would be an awesome.
Oh
fight.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not Kevin
There's
Gastelum,
tons
bro.
of-
Kevin won't even fucking make the weight or even make the fight.
He'll get his nose broke again.
It does. What's his name? Have a fight booked? Kylo Ren, Armin Petrosian. That's another good one for him too.
Armin Petrosian. Yeah, Kylo Ren.
But yeah, 185's got some low key killers rising up. Chris Curtis is down to fight anybody, so I can see that matchup being booked. So I mean, he had like a no contest his last bout.
Yep.
Just yeah. Paul Craig, true killer, one of my favorites all time. But yeah, I think Derek Brunson was supposed to fight Roman Dolidze, right? So I don't know if they're gonna get Dolidze somebody else on that card. So that's up in the air too as well. So, but the middleweight division has some killers, and at the top we know Sean Strickland, king of the jungle. So, but moving down, like we mentioned, Edgar Chaez and Daniel Lacerda, stupid ass ref, just
Hell
like
yeah,
I don't know,
dude. This
like that.
what the
This
fuck,
one
bro?
pissed me off. This one pissed me off, bro.
This fight cost people tons of money, probably on parlays, right? Just this fight alone,
you know,
right? Yeah.
You know, a shit ton of people went for Edgar to win.
Bro, I was looking at the ref
You are
like,
so dumb.
Bush League referee right there. I don't know who the hell that guy was, but still, like that was shitty. But I know they rebooked the fight. They showed tons of respect to each other afterwards, or so. Even though, and I think they both got a win bonus, or so. I think Dana White said that. So it's not his fault. Dana White hates when refs screw fights up. You guys know that. So he was pretty pissed off about this outcome. So we got it rebooked.
But what do you think about the arm falling? The arm did fall and went limp. Was he out for like a split second?
We've seen that happen. Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a few times before. It's just like the ref's angle or so. Like he can't, if it's up against the fence or so, which it was. It's happened though. You know what I mean? It just shitty outcome for two guys that were, the fight itself. We seen Edgar Chaya is actually going out there and doing what he did and probably getting a first round finish. He didn't get that job done, and the ref cost him, the fucking win because he basically won the fight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, yeah, the ref messed up. He should have checked again, make sure that he wasn't really out, but the fighter too should either give a thumbs up or not drop your arm and pretend that you're passed out, because then what? It's a catch-22, man. I mean, the ref saw the arm fall and go limp. Obviously, his mind is going to say, "Oh shit, he's out." Fighter safety, man. There's a lot of. I was going to say there's a lot of hate on refs when they mess up like that, but you as a fighter yourself as well, you don't just like pretend that you're, choked out or whatever. I'm
surprised
it's just a weird thing, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go to like some review booth like they did with like Carlos Olberg. Remember, Carlos Olberg got the
replay in for is shit like that. Like, it's not there. That shit in for.
Well, we've seen it on the Strickland card that they brought back the replay and awarded Olberg with the submission instead of it being a decision. So I'm surprised they didn't do that this time around, but it was weird, man. But fuck it, that fight's rebooked.
It's rebooked.
Fuck Mike Bell, fuck that guy, and fuck that ref too, for sure.
Oh my God, Mike Bell needs to fucking get investigated.
That's what Dana White said.
Yeah,
he needs to get investigated.
No, Henry Cejudo said he needs to be barred from all cage fights forever, and he went off.
Bad judging lately.
Yeah, but some good judging on the hands of Tracy Cortez, Jasmine.
Fuck you.
Fuck Jasmine pulling on Tracy. Jasmine pulled Tracy's hair. This is a cage fight, not a street fight.
I didn't see that part. I didn't see the hair pulling.
Yeah, because you're Canadian, you blind fuck.
I didn't see the hair pull at all. And neither did DC, because he thought Jasmine won too.
Dude.
Oh, man.
They showed the fucking replay. DC
even
said, yeah.
I must have not been there for that.
Okay.
I think Tracy did what she had to do. She came off a long layoff and fought a tough. She was out. The reach, the wrestling. I thought Jasmine, she did implement the wrestling and try to make it. She grinded it to the third round. Tracy definitely was tagging her up on the feet, crispy hands. She looked very good. She was fighting for a lot, very emotional afterwards. So I was happy for her to get a win. Right? She hasn't lost in the UFC. That's also the best story about it.
Yeah, because she was gone for a long layoff. She comes back. She wins. You know what I mean? During a special event. So it's really good for her and the UFC. It's a good story, I guess.
You know why she won?
Why?
In the words of Shevchenko, because she's a Mexican.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wasn't gonna say it, but no, I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to pull a Valentina. I'm not going to go that route, but, starting with DC.
That comment of Valentina,
that's going to cost her.
Stupid. Was very stupid and racist.
It's going to cost her.
Yep.
It was extremely racist, what she said.
Yeah, it sucks that she went that route. Even she has got a ton of fans, and she's a household name for hardcores and people that know the fight game. That she's been one of the best, and for her to come out on that night and just she didn't lose the fight technically. It's a draw. She just didn't walk in with the belt.
Yeah,
most people look at those kind of events like the France event, where it's set up for all the Mexicans to win decisions because they're in special towards them and all that. Just like the France card, all the hometown people are going to win. But it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
The only time, we've seen that is the Canada card, where the Canadians just wrecked shop that night.
No, it's because they wrecked shit that night. That's why.
Even when the Canadians get choked out, they give the round to the Canadian as a TKO win.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
You know, it's still like, you know, good
just
scrap. You know what I mean?
that's
It's still
what
a good
happens,
fight.
man.
So,
Yeah. But
but I
moving
still
down
give it a
on the card.
5.5 overall.
Yeah,
It's
no,
still a
I
shit
mean, I
card
haven't
because of the
given my,
judging.
yeah, my official grade on the card is like a 4.5. It wasn't good at all. I mean, my picks were
Mine's a
great. We had
Our
great
picks were
picks. I
good,
mean,
but it's the fucking
Yeah.
judging that ruined it for us, really.
yeah, and I think it's safe to.
I'm gonna give this a solid 8, just because
Wow.
a lot of the fighters that I want to win won, and
Wow.
Alexa Grasso is still, Tracy Cortez is still undefeated, Lupi Godinez, killer.
Oh, Loopy looked great. I like Loopy.
Yeah, and then we had Raul Rosas, hell yeah, and who else? Oh yeah, what the hell's his name? Zalubed winning. Not a lot of people give Zalubed credit, man. A lot of people thought that Christian Gavas was gonna win. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna be
sure
I'm gonna be a little bit biased on this card, and I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
give it an 8.
That's fair.
I think it's safe to say though that Alex Reyes taking that loss to Campbell, that he's pretty done at the UFC, right? Even though they brought him back, like just for this one-off, or I don't know, like.
Bro, I think
Charlie
Alex
Campbell,
is...
he looked good. Like the hands down. His
yeah,
fucking hands,
Charlie Campbell. Mm-hmm.
Legit, man. Like those combinations he was landing, like he made it look easy. So that's a Sarah Longo guy. So I'm curious to see who they match him up. And he showed out big, man. He looked good. What was the opening bout? Oh yeah, the opening bout was.
It was Josephine Knudsen versus.
Oh yeah,
I'm back, bro. I'm back.
Oh, Rudy's back.
No, that was a sandwich of the night, first fight of the night. Even though she was dominant, that was like a huge mismatch.
Yeah,
what we're talking about?
The very first fight of the prelims.
Oh yeah, dude. Marnik Man was definitely outclassed. I told you guys last week. I mean, she was coming in like short notice.
Very short notice.
Oh yeah.
And the odds reflected -575 favor for Josephine, plus 410. I think she was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, underdog on the card.
Yeah, that was an extreme mismatch, and like credit to Marnik Man taking the fight on short notice, because you never know. A lot of fights we've seen lately, these unknown, unranked, coming into the UFC, they're coming in looking fucking like killers, right out the gate. But Josephine, she's dope. She's legit, and that's just showcasing her to the crowd of the UFC fans. Opening bout, that's what that was. So. But that concludes UFC Noche recap, our thoughts and predictions. I know I've been having some great picks. I got screwed on the draws. Fuck that. I don't know who won Tapology. They lucked out. They lucked the fuck out, whoever it was.
I didn't even give a shit, dude. I was like, whatever. I'm out.
Well, we got some picks locked in for this week. We do have UFC 290. Bellator 299. We'll touch on that a little bit, Rob or Rudy. But before we get to that, it's that time for the show to get to some
time of the show.
Outside the cage.
What time is it, dog?
It's time for some outside the cage.
Outside the Cage news.
Yes, indeed, and I do want to start out guns blazing. We knew it was going to happen. I even predicted. I said this fight was announced 3 weeks ago, guys. Yuri Prochaska, Alex Pereira. I said this fight was already booked. So, ESPN, you're late. Sitting ringside, we were first to break that news. So
that's right.
It's official.
Anybody and everybody out there needs to start fucking watching us or listening to us, because we've been pretty much spot on the wins for the events and who's getting the pink slip and who's getting matched up. It's fucking crazy, and nobody. I don't know why people don't. We're not your cookie cutter show. I always say it that way. We're not your cookie cutter show.
See, and there's people like, I don't know if you guys follow Alex Pereira on social medias, but people are wondering like, how's he getting Lamborghinis and Corvettes and all that? It's like, the guy's, going out there is going to be fighting in MSG. You know what I mean? He met with Dana, and I believe it was 3 weeks ago. And that's exactly his reaction when he got the title shot right there. So.
I'm very happy.
Yes, let's do it.
The MSG card, you guys know how expensive those tickets are.
I'm sorry, bro.
No. Now the MSG card is completely ramped up with having those two title fights. Of course, Pereira and Prochaska's for the vacant belt, but Prochaska never lost the belt. He vacated it. Jamal Hill is still in recovery. So, man, Alex Pereira, he's already fucking the GOAT, right? And he's only fought like 4 times in the UFC. So he beat the GOAT and Sean Strickland already. He beat Izzy, who is a GOAT. So therefore, he's a GOAT. I mean, if he gets past Yuri and becomes a double champ or holds both belts inside a calendar year, that's ridiculous, man. Like,
well, you know, I would like to ask him if he's ever eaten goat, and if he hasn't, come on down. We got plenty of cabrito at Roberto's Mexican Buffet.
Échale ganas. Tenemos todas las sopas. Tenemos todas las carnes que quieren comer.
but for that matchup to happen, though, at this time, these guys are both, in the prime of their career. We know Alex Pereira coming from the kickboxing background. And, I mean, he's probably, after all this time, all them fights, just like Izzy cashing in, you know what I mean? The big money fights, fighting on the big stage at MSG. This is truly like an offering to, like, the MMA gods that night in MSG. And I pray and I hope, John Jones, I hope you don't fuck up, man. We need that fight to happen against Stipe. We got to have it.
He's going to be there, bro.
What was that comment, Rudy, that was left?
Oh, Yuri and Alex.
Brandon?
Going to be fire. Brandon will.
Oh, it is.
What's up, dude?
What's up, Brandon? Hell yeah, that fight's going to be fire.
And I think we're all pretty much satisfied in hearing, well, there's people out there that just hate Colby Covington and just cannot stand that he got the title shot. We knew it was coming. Like, it should have happened like in August. It's now, they were waiting on Conor. They thought he was coming back on this date, December 16th. I think the word out there, what I heard is Leon Edwards was going to get stripped if he didn't take the fight before the end of the year.
Oh, wow.
And it would have been Colby against somebody, you know what I mean? But the fight to make is Colby and Leon Edwards. Your guys' thoughts, starting with you, Rob, man, what do you think about the matchup? The timing of it is great. It's end of the year. UFC cashing in, right?
The timing is great. Yeah, the timing is great. Both fighters are going to make bank. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hate on either one of those two fighters, but
I think that fight makes Roberto horny.
1 second.
I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, there's just no, you can't knock on this fight being booked, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
No, what you're saying is, if you hate on Colby Covington getting the title shot, not a real fight fan.
You're not a real fight fan. I mean, why? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so much hate on either of these two fighters. I mean, you hate them, you like them, you don't. You're still going to support. You're still going to watch because you either want to see Colby get his ass whooped, or you want to see Leon Edwards defend the belt and do what he does best. But then there's other people that don't like Leon Edwards. Why?
Yeah,
I mean, why wouldn't
I
you
know
want?
why. It's people that are racist, bro.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh my God, Rudy.
See, that's the thing
But I'm
too.
just saying, it doesn't matter. Like I said,
Well,
you hate on any of these two fighters.
But racism only works in America, right? Like, so if he's like a black dude from the UK, you can't be racist to him, right?
What? What?
I guess I got that one wrong.
Hey, but what it comes down to, though, is like Colby Covington, like even when he was like the interim champion, what did he get, Rudy? He got stripped in like 3 months. Never got a chance to fight for like the outright belt. Got the Usman fights, lost both of those, of course. Came back 50-45 in Minnesota, mauled Robbie Lawler, and he's had gaps in his career where like he's not been active. And it's sort of shitty. Leon Edwards, on the same note, he was out for like 2 years, came back, got the title shot, defeats Kamaru Usman, beats him again, out another year, and then here we go. We got Colby and Leon finally. So these big gaps in just the welterweight division, just moving forward, because like there's other guys in the wings. We just mentioned all the talent earlier, the Bilal Muhammad, the Wonder Boys, the Shavkat. So this fight moves the division forward, and whether people like it or not, Colby will indeed show up. He makes weight all the fucking time. He even made weight as a backup for Leon and Kamaru last time. So I'm happy about it. I love it. I love the fight. It's a birthday gift to myself and like a Christmas present for everybody that's fucking a true fight fan out there. You know what I mean? Because December 16th, not only is that fight the top billing, we have Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Royval 2 for the strap as well.
So who do you think's more cringy, Henry Cejudo or Colby Covington?
What did Ray Longo say? Colby, right? Ray. Yeah, Ray Longo said Colby, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Cejudo, but he's pretty fucking hilarious though. So.
And isn't it kind of strange that both of their last names end with a C?
That's some pyramid shit right there, man.
Just stare straight. All serious.
And I think the credit to Alexandre Pantoja, the most quiet UFC champion out there, just a silent killer assassin.
Bro, you want to know why he's so quiet? It's because nobody understands him when he talks.
Oh my god!
You heard him talk, bro? It's kind of funny. It's like, bro, just speak your native language. They'll translate. I don't mind reading.
Yeah, really.
I don't mind reading. That's fucked up.
And then as far as fight bookings going forward too, pretty much UFC's got the rest of the year booked out. I heard about Miesha Tate and Julia Avila is added to the December 2nd card as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
via Big Marcel. Big Marcel, you know, he's on top of all the fight bookings. So shout out to Big Marcel if you're listening, brother.
Bro, speaking of big, did you see pictures of Miesha Tate's forehead? Oh my god, dude. I was like, what? What happened to her? Anyways.
She gets punched for a living.
She had a baby.
Yeah.
A baby makes your forehead bigger?
Well, speaking of looking like shit. Hey. Speaking of looking like shit, though, funny, Rudy, I don't know if you got it on cue, though, but speaking of looking terrible, Darren Till looks horrible, right?
Oh, God, bro. He looks like a raging alcoholic. Let me pull that one up.
Like, I hate to bury the dude, you know what I mean, and kick dirt, but still, it's like, I thought he had a fight book. I thought he had a fucking boxing match with, like, Jake Paul or something.
Check this out, bro.
That was Mike Perry.
Well, that's Logan. Logan's fighting Mike Perry, because we'll get to his opponent.
Check him out, bro.
Can you blow up that picture? Oh my god, dude.
For that?
And look at his dong.
What the fuck, Rudy?
See, but that's
bro, check this one out, bro. He looks like my Uncle Vito, dude.
Oh my god.
Bro, that cannot be Darren Till.
That's not Darren Till. That's just
it's not a filter.
That's the age face. He kind of looks like that though. Holy shit.
That's everybody and all of us after working 15-hour days for 2 months straight. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I thought he had a fight. Like, I hadn't heard anything about him, and I thought he had a fight. I thought he was like a fighting on like the Logan Paul card. So I don't know. Like, fucking hopefully he fights and gets paid, you know?
And I don't know what happened, bro.
Well, speaking of
he
Logan
hung out
Paul,
with Patty Pimblett.
well, speaking of
where did Rudy go?
Well, speaking of Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis now has a restraining order against him. He was a no-show at the hearing, and according to Jarrett Kelly, he doesn't make the fight, which I said he's not fucking showing up. Like, there's no way in hell.
Dude, we said that the first day it got booked, bro.
Bro, have you seen some of the edits of him talking? It was so funny. Let me see if I can pull them up.
Oh, no.
Oh, when they were doing the face-to-face?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude.
But if he wants to show up to that bout, I mean, anybody fighting the Paul brothers getting out of there with $1 million, you know what I mean? So I'm sure fucking Dylan Dennis needs some money.
Sign me up. I fucking go and fight him.
Right?
Hey, I already made that poster.
Yeah, you did.
I already
I'm
put
already
Rob
there,
as
man. The poster's already there. Hook
I'll
me
take
up.
$10 million
I'll go.
payday.
I'll fucking fight.
man. But yeah, that's I don't know, man. Like Dylan Dennis, I just hope to not like talk about him as far as fights going, you know, because this whole ongoing battle with like the fiance and all that, like that's just like soap opera shit. Like I want to see him
Mm.
actually go in there. If he has a chance, then fucking step up. You know what I mean? I doubt he makes the fight. I really doubt it. Said it from day one, like you said, Rob. But book Mike Perry, man. I would love to see Mike Perry make a whole bag of cash and fight Logan Paul because Mike Perry actually stands a chance for one, and he's gonna show up. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it happens, man. I think they agreed to fight in MMA no matter what happens after this fight.
so you're saying the soap opera storyline is boxing first, controversial court hearing outside, and then it leads to an MMA fight.
Yeah,
Why?
just to settle it.
I already know how
But
it's gonna happen, bro. Dylan is gonna get his ass beat.
Oh yeah.
well, he hasn't fought since 2022. I mean, 2019 at Bellator 222, which is worth noting. And
Jeez.
so I believe he's 2-0 as an MMA fighter and 2 submissions or so. But this is a boxing match against Logan, and Logan's like 7 inches taller than him. You know,
And
so.
jacked on roids.
Gotta
Mhm.
knock him
Oh yeah,
out.
yeah, he's definitely jacked and fucking. So is Jake. I mean, shit. Like, you guys seen that Nate Diaz fight? Like, what the hell, you know? But fight related stuff that concludes outside the cage. For fight related, we venture outside the cage news with
Oh my goodness.
the Mexican aliens getting analyzed, and apparently there's eggs, right, Rob?
Yeah, they found eggs inside
Eggs.
one of them.
Kill it before it lays eggs.
Yeah, what it says is Mexican doctors conducted extensive laboratory studies on the 2 alleged alien human corpses revealed last week. The tests were done by Jose de Jesus Salce Benitez, a forensic doctor with the Navy at the Noor Clinic on Monday. Said no evidence of an assembly or manipulation of the skulls were found. You guys believe that?
I want to believe it, bro. I really do.
Why? But I don't know. That
But-
name sounds pretty fake.
But the backstory of that scientist, I guess you want to call him. I mean,
Yeah, he perpetrated a hoax before.
yeah,
Pretty
he
much
has.
the same fucking one.
We need
but
to get him on the
there-
show.
There was a bunch of
Get him on the
accredited
show.
scientists that came out and said that this was real. So take it.
Hey, if it's
you know,
real, let's go.
what it is.
I'm
Yeah.
all for it. Let's
Yeah, it
Same
also
fucking
here.
go.
says what it says in the article too. It's via NDTV World, by the way. The specimens are about 1,000 years old, according to carbon testing carried out by researchers at the University of Mexico. They claimed they were not related to any species on Earth.
Oh, how did they know? Did they try to buck it?
So I don't know, Mr. Benitez, if you're out there listening, we want to get you on the show, man. Like, what's his name? We need to look him up. Jose de Jesus Salce Benitez. Remember that
That
name.
sounds like a fake name, though. Doesn't sound like a real
Remember
name.
that name?
I'll reach out. I'll reach out to him.
So, yeah, we
I'll
want to
get-
know
I'll
the
get
truth.
on.
Damn it. Yep.
Then I'll
One-
interpret.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
great.
man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. This is the perfect show for him, you know, like being
Yeah.
he is, in Mexico, or he's probably based in Mexico, or maybe he's in the
Yep.
States. But Rob, that'd be perfect. Yeah, we could get the Spanish translator, Roberto. You know.
Yes, sir.
Go.
But moving on from aliens, and we do yet again have a story
Oh my
about
God,
bears.
dude. What the fuck, dude? It's like every week we got a story about bears.
Hey,
Hey,
and this time,
And now
Bears
this
are
one.
bears are the John Jones of the animal world.
yeah. And we talked about bears in like the Midwest, wasn't it? And then last week it was California. Now in
Yeah.
Alaska, apparently a Krispy Kreme delivery driver captured a photo when he caught 2 bears, a mother and her cub, raiding donuts from the back of their fucking van.
Bro.
They're good fucking
Rudy,
donuts.
can you
What do you
find that
expect?
picture?
Yeah.
They're good ass donuts,
it was-
David.
Yeah.
But of all donuts, it's Krispy Kremes.
Yeah, there's
Bear
the picture right there.
Dual-Range
There's
Krispy Kreme donut van on Alaska military base.
See?
Aw.
Wow.
You know what? That's actually very harmful for these animals, bro. And I'm very upset that Krispy Kreme would allow this to happen. They left the doors open intentionally, trying to garner attention to their shitty fucking donuts. I'd rather eat Shipley's,
Oh yeah, Shipley's is bomb. Yep,
Shipley's,
that's right.
bro.
dude.
Like fresh,
Shipley's breakfast. Oh
fresh
my
Shipley's,
god, dude.
fresh
What the fuck are you
Shipley's
guys
glazed
talking
donuts,
about?
like fresh out the oven. It's kind of
Oh,
like it's kind of like
dude.
Tim Hortons, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's a
Oh,
chain.
shit.
Yeah, it's definitely like the spot for breakfast and coffee and yeah.
Dude,
I've
their
had it first in
breakfast.
Texas. Yeah.
Well, they have one here in New Mexico in Albuquerque.
Yeah, when I first had it was Houston.
In
matter of fact,
Houston.
but-
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I love me some Shipley's, bro.
hmm
But apparently these bears, they ate 20 packages of donut holes and I
Holy
believe
shit.
six packages of the 3-pack chocolate donuts. So they have it broken down to like exactly the amount that they ate. And that way they
Jesus
can-
Oh
Christ.
shit! Breaking news, dude. Check this shit out. Are you sure you want to see it? All right, look.
We'll show it.
It's a Tomalian.
Oh man.
I'm gonna share with you.
Oh my
That was some
god.
totally Mexican shit. That's a Mexican
That's
alien.
very necessary.
That is very necessary.
Gringos.
And what else was I going to hit on? Oh yeah, Mark, up in your territory, apparently there was a Guinness Book of World Records broken by dogs removing socks from 21 different feet. Did you know this happened?
Canadian dog. Yeah, that's very interesting, man.
Canadian
We
dogs.
got dogs in Canada doing weird shit, and then we have dogs here in the U.S. going to Metallica concerts.
Bears all over the
Bears
world.
all over the
Here the
fucking
pyramids,
world.
bro.
Pyramids,
That's
man.
some crazy shit.
Pyramids.
I don't know what to say.
It's
Just admit that it's your dog. You don't have to say anything else.
I don't have a dog.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Who's out stealing socks? You don't have a dog anymore.
Yeah, who knew that was like who knew that was a record to be broken? You know what I mean? Removing socks from people as a dog. Yeah, so that's
Like whose
fucking
job
for
is
sure.
that, bro? I would love that. You know,
to
be
train
like,
to train
I write
dogs.
I write for Guinness Book of World Records. I write the records. So yeah, so here's a record. How many times I can bounce this guitar pick off your face?
Yeah,
I'm the winner.
I know. There you go.
I got one. Just fucking weird ass shit.
That's for sure pyramids, and it's going to get even more strange as we get into the new year. It seems like that's the trend. You know what I mean? So on this show, of course, this is Outside the Cage News. We're going to touch on this stuff. You're going to hear it right here. You're going to hear all the fight stuff, and you're going to hear about bears
We're going to touch
and aliens.
We're going to touch
Bears and aliens are consistent topics on this show. Just like John Jones and Connor used to be consistent topics, now it's bears and aliens. So
sneak into your room at night.
What the fuck?
with that, did you guys have any other topics you guys want to hit outside the Cage News before we close it up and move on to UFC Fight Night?
Jack Hager, aka Jack Slager, has retired from Bellator MMA.
That's right. Yeah. I heard about that.
They jerked him around too much, he said.
Oh, they jerked him around too much?
So he retired from MMA.
OSP getting busted for roids.
Oh yeah, well, my take on that is USADA still has to pretend to like bust people so they can, to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Because we heard, who said it? Was it Marlon Chito Vera? He's like, all you got to have is $20,000 to hire a doctor, and he'll tell you like how to fucking properly, what you need to do and how to cover up some shit. So that's crazy that Marlon would come out and say that, because you know what I mean. We know not a lot of fighters have $20,000 to throw out there. Given what's his face? They took half his money from Australia. John McDessie.
John McDessie.
So,
John McDessie, bro. I mean, he
So,
got taxed
he
like
ain't.
30%, and then he had to pay for his flight and all that other bullshit. So,
See, so speaking of fighters like that, with the pay scale on what they get and what's going on now, like, yeah, not a lot of fighters have 20K to throw out there, but it's very interesting and very pyramid-ish that he would say that. And like, I'm a big believer in it. I really am, because like Sada, it's just like here and there. Oh yeah, well, we busted so and so fighter that's not on the roster anymore, and whatever. Like OSP, like people, like hardcore fans probably didn't even know OSP was still an active fucking fighter in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so. Yeah, so I don't know. USADA, yeah, they haven't had busted any big names. We know what was that streak in like 2019, 2018? Everybody's getting busted, from Jones to anybody, right?
Yep.
Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you got picograms. You got picograms. Everybody's got picograms.
So
Everybody.
Remember when everybody
So I
was
don't
just
know
talking
what.
about picograms?
Yeah.
Picograms.
And then we had like the era with like Vitor Belfort, TRT, and he looked fucking horrible, you know what I mean, after that period. And we've seen a lot of fighters, you know, like big names that have been busted, and like since then we haven't heard shit. And it's like, oh yeah, OSP. Yeah, he's suspended. Like it fucking matters.
And also, we forgot to mention on the fight bookings, Game Red Bare Knuckle MMA, our boy Bowman is back. And he's taking on Millender. And then we have Jason Knight versus Paul Costa. What the?
It's a good card, though. I think it's the. Yeah. Jason Knight just keeps on going.
Knight, he won't disappear.
Yeah, he keeps on. And Roy Country Nelson, I think Roy's the headliner, right, for the heavyweight belt?
Dude. Yeah, we called that fight, bro.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
We predicted that fight.
They said, I think they officially put the poster together this week, but we said that was the main event like 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that they add Bauman on there. He's kind of like going to be a staple for Game Bread, you know what I mean? And the guy's a savage too, man. Like, and he's crazy as fuck. We had him on the show long before, like his whole, like Rudy, you follow him a lot more than I do, but he's like on Jimmy Kimmel and like, you know what I mean? He's out there though. He's cool as fuck though. We need to get him back on.
He's been out interviewed by Alex Jones, Owen Schroeder.
Yeah, that's right.
He makes the rounds, bro. He makes the rounds. You know, people like to talk shit and say he's a conspiracy theorist, but I like to say he peddles in conspiracy fact.
Yeah, I'm with him too. Yeah, the stuff that I've seen and heard, I'm definitely on board for sure with that. Yeah, and that's why they try to cancel him. That's why I try to hate on him. Man, we need to get him back on. Shout out to Joel Bellman.
Sure. Yeah, we need to get Joel back on the show.
Yeah. But definitely some good outside the cage news topics. I mean, shoot, we could probably do a whole show on outside the cage news and bears
yeah, we can.
And dogs going to concerts. But we'll continue that trend next week on episode 191. That concludes outside the cage news. Do you guys want to do? Let's see, Bellator 299. Speaking of Leon Edwards, his brother's fighting for the title. You know, in the main event. So
yeah, Fabian Edwards taking on Johnny Eblin. They're fighting for Bellator's MMA middleweight belt. It is a 5-rounder. It's going to be a good fight, man. I really do hope that Fabian wins, man, because that'd be fucking awesome for another Edwards to have a championship belt. But Johnny Eblin, man,
bro, what is up with
top notch,
dude?
What is up with his forehead, dog? Damn. They cut that. Is he related to Misha? Did you just have a baby, Edwards? Because Roberto seems to think that your forehead gets bigger with a baby.
And hopefully is Emmett or anybody, they're not Emmett's not covering this show. It's up his neck of the woods, right?
Oh yeah. Dublin.
I don't know. I don't remember him.
Fuck up.
Yeah, and if we do indeed, like, if we were to break down and pick this entire card, it's 21 fights deep.
That's way too many.
We'd be here all night. We'd be here all fucking night long. But
I only picked up the fucking award fight, so.
Yeah, but I can't pick against Johnny Emblin, man. Like, he's just an absolute savage,
dude,
man.
Oh, yeah. He is. Yeah. He's a fucking beast. And like I said, I would love to see Fabian Edwards win and bring another belt to the family. But Johnny Emblin is a true master of what he's good at, and this guy is he's just a monster, man. Johnny's just
check it
gonna
out, bro.
and
Speaking
if
of
you want to,
picograms, Aaron Pico's fighting too.
Aaron Pico's fighting.
yeah, he slowly he had some tough losses early in his career, and like they put him against some killers, but lately he's been just stunning people dead, like fucking first round KOs. Like he's nasty on the feet. And he's facing Carvalho. Carvalho's been a staple of Bellator for a while, and he's on the co-main event slot for real because Pico, another winner too, he find himself fighting for the belt, fighting the Pitbull brother. So you know what I mean. But I would pick against Pico a lot early in his career, which I knew he would take some tough losses. But where he's at now, I cannot pick against Aaron Pico for sure. For sure, in this fight he gets it done. Yep. And there is what's the Matt Bernal Daniel Weichel fight is legit. Daniel Weichel fights every time you turn around on a Bellator card. Daniel Weichel's fighting.
Daniel's fighting. That guy just doesn't go away. It doesn't matter what card you're on.
Yo, what the fuck kind of name is this? Check this one out, bro. Who is Jelly Zegers? Jelly Zegers, what the fuck? And look at
sounds like a username on Xbox.
Lincoln, Kashan Magomed Sharipov.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, let me see. Kashan Magomed Sharipov.
Jesus.
That guy is going to.
He's going to take someone's lunch. That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to. It is, man, because he is, dude. Yeah.
That's not Zabit's brother or something, or. I think it is.
I think it is, dude.
Long lost uncle.
I think it is the Beats brother.
Because I mean, in Dagestan, it's not that big of a. Yeah, it's like not that big of a place. Like they have so many good fighters. It's like Khabib lives on this corner. His family, Zabit's family is like 2 streets down. You know what I mean? It's all the same people. So it has to be his brother.
If not, they're related. One way or another.
You got Kamzat's family, like another street down. It's like how many killers can come out of like Dagestan, that in the little small
that is place, a neighborhood you don't want to fuck around with. You don't steal anybody's bike in that neighborhood. You don't pick on anybody's kid in that neighborhood because if you do, your ass is toast.
Yeah, you're done, choked out around the corner. But I think if that's a Beats brother, like I've never seen him compete, but I'll never pick against him. Not even seeing him fight, I'll pick him all the way to the top.
Hell yeah,
picking against him.
But yeah, shout out to Bellator as well. Their poster is pretty crispy and a lot better than this UFC garbage poster. Which
my god! Let's go next.
Yeah.
We have UFC Fight Night.
All disappointed.
They went hard on the design crew with this one. They're like, yeah, let's do gray and just throw their faces on the side. Why the fuck not?
And we'll make it look like a nuclear bomb went off. That way it'll glow. Their faces will glow from the nuclear bomb that's going to go off from the.
It's the microwave glow.
Dude,
it's the microwave glow. Yeah, dude. It looks like they're staring in at a bowl of mac and cheese, waiting. They're all drunk. The look that you get.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this poster is lame,
ass, bro.
It's lame.
So bad.
Like, who approved this? And they're like, yeah, let's just do it. Like, fuck it. Like, I think at this point now, they're just trying to piss us off. Like, they've heard our show, and they're just like, all right, we're gonna make this.
Let's see if we can piss him off today.
I'm gonna give it a rating of ass cheeks. That's a 2.
Rating of ass cheeks.
It's a 0.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Their faces look like ass cheeks.
Fucking minus 10. Okay. Fucking minus 10.
Minus 10. Jesus Christ.
No, it's not that
bad.
Fuck,
it's a horrible fucking poster.
I'm gonna give it a flat 0 with a slash through it.
I've seen worse.
I'm gonna give it an X.
I just don't like it. It's so plain and boring.
Well, we got we got enough time to do the entire card. So from bottom to top, Rudy got the odds, and I know this first fight. I mean, Rob,
dude,
I know you're going. Rob's going with Montserrat. I'm just saying it out there right now.
Montserrat cannot go against Montserrat, bro. Come on now,
mozzarella.
But it's women's
Montserrat
bantamweight.
Rendon.
Yeah, women's bantamweight. Montserrat Rendon 5-0 against Tamires Vidal, Brazilian fighter, 7-1. She's ranked number 12 at bantamweight currently, and hasn't fought in a little while too, right? I believe.
Mhm.
No, I remember her last fight. It wasn't that long ago. Let me see.
It had to have been like a year or so. Yeah, but she hasn't taken a loss, and I think she probably would be the favorite in this bout.
Yeah, as far as the betting odds go here, first fight of the night, Montserrat Rendon is a plus 188 underdog, minus 235 favorite for Tamires Vidal. Yeah, and rightfully so. I don't know, man. I don't think Montserrat has really
Dude.
faced that level yet, and I don't know. Her stand up is kind of suspect, dude. So I don't think she's gonna win this fight.
She's undefeated
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah, because
I got Vidal,
bro.
Yeah, Vidal sub. That's my
Yeah,
pick.
that was about to go.
Club and sub. I'm calling a club and sub second round.
There you go.
Montserrat by decision.
Nope, I was gonna go, Berto. Sorry.
Montserrat by decision.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you crying next week, bro.
Hijos de la puta!
Moving
Shut
on the
up,
card, women's strawweight, Mizuki Inoue versus Hannah Goldie. I'm gonna make my prediction quick, and tell you guys I don't trust Hannah Goldie. Never have, never will. Inoue all the way.
Mizuki's gonna win, bro. She's going to win by decision.
Yeah, I think Mizuki's going to win this fight by decision. The betting odds on this one, she's a huge favorite, minus 325 favorite. Hannah Goldie's a plus 250 underdog. She's for me, she's too big. She looks like she's on roids. Number one. Number two, she's very inconsistent. She lost to Molly McCann, spinning elbow and punches. What the fuck?
Oh, she was one of the spinning elbow victims. That's right.
Yeah, bro. And
yeah.
she lost to Diana Belvita, Miranda Granger, unanimous decisions. So she loses when it comes to if it comes down to a decision. Mizuki, she wins and loses by
decisions. Yeah,
so
she wins a lot by decision.
Potentially, first fight of the night, which is going to be a first sandwich fight of the night.
Sandwich fight of the night, bro.
Mizuki anyway by decision.
Yep. Yeah, and it's Goldie cutting down to fight at strawweight too, because she was previously 125. So that's another.
Dude, how is she gonna cut weight to strawweight, bro? I mean, she's like she reminds me of one of those body weight. Dude, she looks like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, she does. What?
Yeah, she is a beefcake.
Beefcake.
Moving on, the prelims, the only heavyweight fight on the card. Rudy loves Muhammad Usman. I know that. Jake Collier. We cannot trust Jake Collier, right? Because I don't know what the odds are. But I mean, Jake Collier, he's got cardio issues. He hasn't fought guys that go for takedowns on him. Like Usman probably is going to look for the finish on the feet and look to land some bombs, but he will revert to the wrestling and probably put Jake Collier down, and that's danger zone, man. That's why Jake Collier, I cannot pick him. Marty Snoozman's brother, KO.
Yeah. KO, Muhammad Usman.
Are you saying Muhammad Usman's going to go down on Collier?
Yes.
But honestly, yeah, Jake Collier, this is a fight. Usman's the favorite for sure, right, Rudy? Or what does it show?
It's a lot closer than you would think. Muhammad Usman is a minus 150 favorite, plus 125 underdog for Jake Collier. As far as their fights go, Usman has won his last two. Jake Collier's out the door, man. He's lost 3 in a row. If he doesn't win this fight, definitely getting a pink slip. And
he is.
Now he's gonna get the pink slip. I think.
Yes, he is
gonna win this fight by boring decision.
Yeah,
Usman. Yeah, I could see a snoozer happening, but I'm hoping Usman hurts him. Like I said, it could be just vicious ground and pound, but there is that chance Collier catches Usman just getting reckless on the feet early. You know what I mean?
And
So
the thing with Collier, bro, he's just very, you know, the times that he's lost, it's mainly by decision. He's actually very athletic for his size. He used to fight at light heavyweight, if I'm not mistaken, and he's really fast, bro, and he's got good hands. I just think Usman carries the edge on the wrestling, and he's going to take him down and just smother his ass.
Yeah, no real big technical breakdown on both these guys because Marty Usman's brother, he's got, I don't know, it's heavyweight. You know, if he strings off 4 wins or so, he's right near the top. Jake Collier, he's dropped a couple, so he's fighting for his job, obviously.
The further the fight goes, the less likelihood Muhammad's going to win by a KO because we've seen him gas, bro. That dude, with all that weight and muscle mass, he gasses quick. If he doesn't put him away in the first round, guaranteed to be a decision.
And snoozer. All right, we got you. Yeah, because I see it. Yeah. Moving on the prelims, middleweight action. Jacob Malkoun against Cody Brundage, who I don't really know how Cody Brundage is still in the UFC at this point, right? Like he's got 3-4 losses in a row. Correct.
It's gonna be this is gonna be number 4 loss in a row. He has 3 right now. But yeah, man. This fight, Jacob Malkoun opened up at a -485 favorite, plus 360 underdog. Right now, the betting odds have Malkoun at a -550 favorite, plus 410 underdog for Cody Brundage. Yeah, man, Malkoun is just one of those guys that he gets on you like a wet blanket. He doesn't really have stopping power. He doesn't really finish his fights, man.
Yeah, a lot of by decision. That's what I'm thinking. Like this could be back-to-back sandwiches, but I have
3
Malkoun
in a row.
Yeah,
3 in a row. Malkoun by decision.
And Leo says that too. 3 in a row.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah. But Malkoun, oh man, yeah, this could be brutal, boys. Early on the card for everybody's watching, this could be some sandwich. So get the Subway fucking 6 inches, a foot long, whichever your choice.
And the party sub. Fuck that, the party sub, 6-footer.
Save half for later, you know.
We're doing everything in threes, bro. We're doing everything in threes. Usman Collier fight. You know, Jay Collier lost 3 in a row. He's getting his pink slip. Cody Brundage has lost 3 in a row. He's getting a pink slip. Yep. Tim Means, Andre Fiallo have both lost 3 in a row. Yep. One of these motherfuckers.
One of us getting a pink slip.
So that's 3-3-3, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, moving to that fight, Tim Dirty Bird Means, friend of the show, friend of Fightbook MMA, always going to be rooting for Tim and Arlene and JJ and them making that trip, you know, to Vegas and handling business. But Fiallo, man, this is a tough fight. Like if he gets past 1, it's going to be a grinder this would be a tough fight. Both guys are fighting for their job, like Rudy said. Tim, man, is always finding himself in action fights and unfortunately buried on the prelims, but this fight indeed will deliver, man. Like Tim, man, what is he now? Is Tim 38, 39 now? And how many fights he's got in his career? Like Tim's just been around
39,
the block,
7 months and 3 days.
And
yeah, bro. So
Fiallo, man.
The odds on this one, -200 favorite for Fiallo, plus 165 underdog for Tim Means. And it really hasn't changed much. Tim Means is a plus 145 underdog currently, and Andre Fiallo is a -175 favorite. Like I mentioned, they both have dropped 3 in a row. This is a pink slip fight. So 3 fights in a row, you're going to see a potential pink slip. I think this is going to be the first fight that breaks our third sandwich fight of the night. So that's another 3, because I said there's going to be 3 sandwich fight of the nights. This one will not be one of them. A lot of people have Fiallo winning this fight. And I'm gonna have to say hell no.
To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Tim Means, bro. Tim Means by decision.
Yeah, I see it being a total stand-up fight too. I don't think there'll be much wrestling. Tim could do some damage in the clinch. He's very good. He's very sharp. His boxing is always crispy. So Andre Fiallo, great striker, not the best head movement. Tim may be able to capitalize on that and, just make it a dogfight like he does. And always going to pick my boy, very biased. Tim Means always, man. Always, no doubt about it. Credit to Fiallo. he's a warrior too, but I see this being a dogfight because both guys want it, and it'd be shitty for Tim to go out on like a loss where he gets finished by this guy. I don't think Fialho can finish him. So, but moving on to the prelims, the main event of the prelims: Miles Johns versus Dan Argueta at bantamweight. Who do you got, Rob?
Oh, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go for Dan Argueta.
Same
I
here.
think we all know why.
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
I remember seeing Dan Argueta fight like his very first like amateur fight when he had like a mullet back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember, Rob? And he fought like for the Jackson MMA series. Yeah. So
Yep.
both guys are, I don't know, Argueta, he's dangerous with like the ground and pound, the submissions. I mean, if it goes past one, Miles Johns has proven that cardio is an issue. He's got fast hands. Both guys are wrestlers, but I'd have to give the advantage in the stand-up to Miles Johns. But in the wrestling department, Dan Argueta is a savage. So going past one, I favor Dan Argueta. If it ends early, Miles may be able to catch him with the speed, and he has some KO power. But Argueta, he's got a fucking chin too, man. If you ever met him like in real life, like that dude's got a.
Oh, dude,
what's his?
he chews rocks for a living, man.
He looks like American Dad,
bro. And,
no,
and
he looks like that one guy from Family Guy, the dude with a big ass chin, the dude in the wheelchair, right?
Oh, Joe Swanson.
Joe
the
Swanson.
police.
There you go.
Yeah, see, because Dan he keeps getting a little bit better each time out there. He's still pretty green in his career. But my official prediction for the fight is a late stoppage. Dan Argueta just maybe he gets hurt early, takes him down, grinds it, makes it a war. Because I know Miles Johns, he may in fact the cardio will bite him in this fight because Dan Argueta's got the cardio. Pretty sure he's still training in Albuquerque in the Sandias and with the Jackson Wheat camp. So. Official pick, third round PKO submission for Dan Argueta.
Yep. Gotta go with the local boy, man.
Dan Argueta is a minus 190 favorite, plus 160 underdog for Johns. And that fight really hasn't changed too much. It's a plus 150 underdog for Johns. Argueta sitting at a minus 180 favorite. I'm going to have to go with Miles Johns, man. Dan Argueta, his wins are mainly by decision. And, Miles Johns is tested, dude. This dude's got fucking hands. He finishes people. The only chance Dan Argueta has is to make it a fucking blanket fight. And I think he's gonna. If he wins, that's what's gonna happen, and it may be a potential sandwich fight of the night 4. But I have Johns winning, second round stoppage.
All right, I'm moving on to the main card. Featherweight action. Carlos Jourdain versus Ricardo Ramos, and both guys, man. I mean, Ramos, he just fights like very infrequently, right? When's the last time he fought? Like a year ago, too, right? Or
I think so.
Yeah, it was a year ago. Danny Chavez spinning back elbow.
He's got some flashy finishes when he does, and like I can't really get a good read on this fight. I just know it's an action fight. It's kicking off the main card. What Jourdain, he's always going out there with blitz and power. He does damage early. He looks to land clean right out the gate. Given, the Kron Gracie fight the last time, complete fucking horrible game plan for Kron Gracie. He was able to stop the takedowns from Kron. Ramos, I'm pretty sure like he's going to try to get this fight to the mat.
Wait, that was 4 months ago? That feels like it was 4 years ago.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I know Ricardo Ramos on the feet, he does fight pretty good off his back foot. And if Jourdain's going to pressure him, he could run into something big, you know what I mean? And the wrestling advantage, I'm going to give to Ramos if it does go to the mat for sure. But Jourdain, he's a gamer. He's still ranked currently number 28 on Tapology. Ricardo Ramos is number 33. But this is a 49-51 fight. Flip a coin. I'm going to pick Charles Jourdain.
I'm going for Ramos just because Jourdain's Canadian.
Who do you got, Mark? Jourdain, right?
Jourdain. I got Jourdain.
Yeah, bro. Minus 135 favorite for Jourdain. Ricardo Ramos plus 115 underdog. Ramos is just very, I don't know, man, unpredictable for me. I got my money on Charles Jourdain. I think he's got what it takes to win this fight. Skilled on the ground, skilled on the feet. I think he's got better hands, better footwork than Ricardo Ramos. Ricardo Ramos does have flashier knockouts, and he's got that finishing ability. But against someone like Charles Jourdain, and I don't know, dude. I don't see it happening. These Canadians have been doing them really
apart.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because Ramos has got like almost nearly 20 fights in the UFC, and like he's somewhat like you said, Rudy can't get a good read on his fights, can't trust the guy. So it's crazy that he's lasted this long. You know what I mean? Because it's just he doesn't fight that often. He's not that active. But
this is one fight I would stay away from.
Yeah, this is the parlay. This is what we always consider the parlay breaker right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But moving on to main card, an absolute war is probably going to take place with Brian Battle and AJ Fletcher at 170. But go ahead, Rudy.
No, I was gonna say I don't know. You know, I'll let you finish, bro. I want to hear this.
No, because Fletcher's got an all-around game. Like, he's got lots of finishes. Both guys got lots of finishes. Brian Battle is previously a 185er, right? So he's coming down to 170. He's fought bigger names, bigger competition. Was he the tough winner? He's super confident. He's got like a bunch of first-round finishes. So him coming into this fight, like AJ Fletcher for sure is the underdog, no doubt about it. But I don't know, man. Like the way they set this fight up, I don't get it. I don't get the matchup, but I can't pick against Brian Battle. Maybe he gets caught. You know what I mean? Maybe this might be the night. But I picked against him 2 fights in a row, and he's got 2 first-round finishes. I'm gonna pick Brian Battle in this fight.
Same here, man. Minus 195 favorite for Brian Battle. AJ Fletcher plus 165 underdog. Right now, the odds really haven't changed too much. Minus 185 favorite for Battle. AJ Fletcher's plus 155 underdog. These guys are both coming off a win. Recent win. Temba Garimbo, he just beat Temba Garimbo submission, guillotine choke. AJ Fletcher did. And Brian Battle won his last fight against Gabe Green. Yeah, bro. The one thing that stands out to me the most has to be the arm reach, man. Brian Battle has long arms.
Yeah, it does.
Reach advantage. And AJ Fletcher, 67-inch reach advantage. He has like T-Rex arms, bro. This is one guy that I've always thought he has like little what Chris Benoit arms, dude. He looks like Chris Benoit. His body is weird. Kind of like a midget. Can you say that? Midget. Little
person.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. Finding a guy as big as Brian Battle, you know, he's a big guy. If you see his frame, he's big, bro. He's a big dude. He's got long arms and good luck, bro. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're walking out of this one. I'm going with Brian Battle.
Brian Battle, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like a first round finish.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, worth noting, AJ Fletcher and Nor Battle have been finished. So if it does happen, it'll be the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Brian Battle, he changed his look too. He went from like the caveman look to looking like fucking Pete Davidson, right? His last fight. So, yeah. Yeah, but he's a bigger dude, like Rudy said. I think he has definite advantages where the fight goes. Super confident. Fletcher, this is another one, fucking parlay breaker. Fletcher gets a first round flash KO, you know what I mean? But hell no, that's a hell to the no. Brian Battle.
Yeah, that's definitely a
hell no to the no.
You ain't gonna win, Fletcher.
Hell to the no.
Well, moving on, the main card.
Oh my god, this should not be on the main card. I'm sorry. As much as I love
shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth.
Rematch.
You shut your mouth.
Rematch. Yeah. Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson Gomez. And worth noting, the first time they fought, that's when we caught the UFC and using the same poster with like the Vegas carpet. Remember?
Bro.
So it was a catchweight. They
fight of the night, number 5.
Well, the first time they took the fight at catchweight on a day's notice to fight at 120. Now they're at 115, you know, so it'll be a better timing of it, I guess, you know what I mean? And preparation, they fought previously before. Marina Rodriguez has fought the toughest ladies in the game. Likewise has Michelle Watterson. Watterson's never been finished. She's been submitted, never knocked out or finished with strikes. I'm going with Marina Rodriguez, but Watterson can't. Nobody can finish her. Like, I mean, this fight probably goes to a decision.
I'm going for our local girl, Michelle Watterson.
No way.
I never pick against her. I always will pick her no matter what.
Yeah. Always karate hottie.
Always.
Yeah, because she's very good. She's very good in the clinch, like as a lot of Jackson Wink fighters are breaking the clinch. So Marina Rodriguez, we know she's got hand speed. She's got a 2-loss streak too, so she's looking to get a win, you know. And then Watterson maybe on the chopping block. I don't know. She's been a long staple. Dana White loves Michelle Watterson, I'm sure, and he's got soft spot.
Dana White loves Asians.
Yeah,
and Dana don't have a soft spot. He's got a hard one.
But Marina, like I said, size advantage, reach advantage, hand speed, takedown defense will be key. Michelle likes to mix it up, you know. So I don't see a sandwich. I see either Marina getting the dominant win or Michelle making it, you know, a close fight, one way or the other. My pick's Rodriguez.
This is a hamburger. This is a hamburger fight, not a sandwich fight.
This fight minus 305 favorite opening up for Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Watterson. Plus 245 underdog. As far as the betting odds go now, hasn't changed much. Minus 325 to plus 260 underdog to Michelle Watterson. Michelle has dropped 3 in a row. Marina has dropped 2 in a row. This is another pink slips fight. And I think Michelle Watterson's going to get the pink slip. It's going to be a decision. It's going to be a decision win. You know, she hasn't been the same since she became Michelle Watterson Gomez. So I don't know, man. Come get your girl, Roberto.
Hell yeah!
You know what? This is the card in itself, in its entirety. Like, this is a very tough card to make money on betting wise. Like, for sure. Like, this is a tough call. Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's parlay breakers all over the place. This being one too. We'll see, Rudy. We shall see. But
yeah,
moving on to the co-main event. Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige. He called for the fight, right? Or did Ige call him out? Or is that how this fight came about? Because I know Dan Ige.
I can't remember, but this is a banger of a fight, man.
I think it was Ige, man. I don't think Bryce was calling anybody out. He was sitting at home worried about his fucking cousin breaking his shit and burning his trees.
Yeah, that's fucked up too. Yeah, that happened last week. We talked about it. Yeah, but they're close in rankings. It shows 13. Dan Ige and Bryce Mitchell.
Correction. I said it was his cousin. It was his ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Same thing, huh?
Yeah.
But
You're so dumb.
But Dan Ige has been like on a tear as of late, and like he seems like he's fought very tough competition. Every time out there, he's fighting a straight killer. He's fought the Korean Zombie. He's fought Josh Emmett, Mosfar Evloev, and it seemed like he was on his way out the door. And he go ahead and beats Damon Jackson by KO, and then takes Nate Landwehr to a pretty violent decision too, where he just pieced him the fuck up too, right?
Yep, and. I don't know, man. This is another scary fight. Like you said, a lot of fights on this card. It could go one way or the other. It's Pick'ems. Minus 160 favorite Bryce Mitchell, Dan Ige, plus 135 underdog. Bryce dropped his last fight against Ilia Topuria. And before then he was 15-0.
Yeah, it's been a whole year. He's been out. Yep.
Yeah. Dan Ige has won his last 2. He's only lost to Killers and by unanimous decision. Right now, I think the betting odds actually, Bryce Mitchell's a minus 215 favorite. Dan Ige a plus 175 underdog, which is kind of surprising. But I don't know, man. I think Bryce Mitchell's wrestling is amazing, but Ilia Topuria took a piece of his soul. He exposed, how to beat this dude, and I think Dan Ige's got the tools and toolbox to get it done. I think Dan Ige's going to pull off a decision win.
Yeah, as an underdog, I definitely like, Dan Ige, man. Like, he's came back from the dead, basically, from fighting killers, because everybody was counting him out. We said that it was pink slip time, and he goes out there and starts his 2 top level guys, tough guys, and Damon Jackson, and. Yeah, man, just Bryce Mitchell hasn't been active. his fucking trees got killed last 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So I don't know. A motivated fucking dead tree Bryce Mitchell may just come out like a house of fire. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm picking Dan Ige.
And then
Bryce Mitchell.
just couple in the fact that he hasn't really been there in his mind, bro. He's worried about his ex-girlfriend burning down his trees and shit.
And the donut fucking shaped Earth theory too, right? Or what is it?
Yeah, dude. So
yeah,
he's got a lot of things on his plate. He believes the Earth is flat, that there's an ice wall. So, God bless your smooth brain there.
Let's go, Danny Ige. Fucking knock some sense into him. Fuck.
No, watch him win. Watch Bryce Mitchell win by like some crazy submission, and then call out his fucking ex-girlfriend again post fight.
Right. You know what? I want him to win just for that. Just to be like, hey, buddy, I need you to not go to the tattoo shop on the corner of Bryce Mitchell and Mitchelson. Don't do that. That's my ex-girlfriend, and she's been burning my trees. Okay, she's been burning my trees. I'm out here at the Performance Institute doing some shit. I'm actually out here for a fight, and this bitch is burning down my trees. Okay. I'm scared for my dog. I'm scared for my kids. I'm scared for my wife.
Scared for my chickens.
I'm scared for my chickens. Mr. Cluckers. If you touch Mr. Cluckers, it's over, bitch.
Mr. Cluckers.
She's gonna kill me. She threatened to kill him too. That's what he said. She threatened to kill him and his wife and his dogs. Fuck that lady.
I know, bro. Family, right?
Yeah. But moving on to the main.
You should sick Rafael Fiziev.
But moving on, yes, to the main event of the evening. Two guys fighting in their prime of their careers.
Oh, yeah.
Mateusz Gamrot and Rafael Fiziev.
I can't wait to hear that for this one. This is going to be a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Rafael Fiziev seemed unbeatable until, Justin Gaethje just put the fucking beating on him, right? He didn't go down. Credit to Fiziev. I mean, the guy is unbelievably talented, and anybody that fights Justin Gaethje, even if he can go all the way through, it takes a little bit out of you. You know what I mean? And we'll see how he looks coming back. I know what's his other loss to Dos Santos, right? I mean Dos Anjos, isn't it?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. See, so in a 3-round fight, I probably would favor Fiziev in this, but as it's a 5-round fight, I think Gamrot would be able to I see some grappling happen in this fight. Yeah, I mean, as good as Fiziev is on the feet, Gamrot's got to get in there and slow him down, you know what I mean, and put him up against the cage, do some body work. And Gamrot, man, we've seen him get dropped though. That's my question of him winning the fight. Is you've seen him get dropped by just about everybody he's fighting. I see Fiziev actually catching him at some point, right?
Mm-hmm.
100% agree, bro. 100% agree. Rafael Fiziev, the odds are real close on this one. Another pick'em's -140 favorite. To a +115 underdog, Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot coming off fresh off a win against Jalen Turner, decision. Most of his fights go to decision, win or loss. Fiziev recently lost to Justin Gaethje. The odds really haven't changed too much. Fiziev is a -155. Gamrot's a +130. I got to give it up to Rafael Fiziev. Anybody who can go through the meat grinder like Justin Gaethje got my respect. He's a fucking killer, bro. I think Mateusz, the only chance he stands at winning this fight is to make it a sandwich of the night.
Yeah,
and it could be
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
So
I was saying in a 5-round fight. Yeah, definitely in a 5-round fight, I'm favoring Gamrot. That's my pick. If it was a 3-rounder, I'd go Fiziev, but it's not. I'm not questioning his gas tank. I think both guys have great cardio. But the only thing it worries me is Gamrot getting dropped, and everybody's dropped him. Jalen Turner has, even Dario should fucking beat him by decision, of course. But he's never been finished. Fiziev might be the guy to do it. But shit, man, you never know. If Fiziev would have beat Justin Gaethje, he could have been the fucking BMF champ. You know what I mean? Or a title shot, right? So, yeah, it's a good fight though, man. Gamrot just keeps leveling up each time, and this is another level up matchup to see where he really is in the overall grand scheme of things at 155, and very tough guy in Fiziev, but I will pick Gamrot by decision.
It's going to be a good night, fellas. It's going to be a good night.
I can't pick.
And it's going to be a hard, tough night to make money. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Lose.
don't plan on making a whole lot of money on this card, because if you do, and if you could pick this card perfect, like
Oh,
I
dude.
don't know, like you fucking hack the system or something, at Tapology, like for real. So I'm curious to see
man.
how we all play out as picks on Tapology, and everybody
Yeah.
that's listening that's part of the Fight Book Tapology, because this is gonna be a close one. Like I've been on a good
Oh,
run.
yeah.
Rudy's been good, but I don't know. We're due for fucking having a
We're
shitty
due.
card to fight pick. Yeah. So
Right on.
But
All right, fellas. Well, that's our show for tonight. Of course, we go over our time, which is all right. It's okay. Don't miss out on all the fights that are happening this weekend. It's a lot. If you missed it, go to fightbookmma.com and you can do a search there and see all the fights that are happening. But yeah, thanks everyone for jumping on and talking some fights and some alien stuff and bears and dogs and all kinds of shit, right? But other than that, David, you know what to do, man.
yes, indeed, that's the show. Thank you to everybody that's watching and or listening, wherever you're catching us. Yeah, hit us up, shoot us a message, let us know how we're doing. Episode 190, boys. We're getting closer to 200. Should be a good one. We're keeping the momentum flowing. So, but for all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, go to fightbookmma.com to listen to our show in podcast platform and all our previous episodes, wherever you get your podcasts. Look us up, Sitting Ringside, Fightbook MMA. Hit us up there, like, subscribe, share. For myself, Dave Rodriguez, Mark Amby Miller up north, Rudy Lara, producer at hand, down south, and the boss, El Jefe Roberto. We are Sitting Ringside. We are out. Enjoy the fights.